Welcome to Attican Plays Railway Empire. Alright, hi, this is Attican and welcome to another Railway Empire video. I'm going to restart the Japan DLC. As some of you are aware, I ran into a defect that was keeping me from going forward. And it is a defect, but it's a minor one. What I found out was that I had put waypoints on my line and that was messing me up. It wouldn't recognize any of the lines with waypoints on them. So I took the waypoints off and lo and behold, there's the lines working the way it's supposed to for travelers. I'm going to restart because the biggest reason I played Trainiac, it's the first time you've seen a video of me playing Trainiac. I don't find Trainiac to be much different from playing normally. You do have to watch. If you make a mistake, sometimes it's a little clumsy to try to get away to fix it because you are wasting time. But Trainiac mode is not is to me, if you just keep it on normal speed, which I have struggled with, it's the same thing. It's the same game. But the problem is it's very, very hard for me to make these videos and play Trainiac mode because it's very hard for me to tell you what I want to tell you. And I don't play these games just to play them and show off my playing. I show them to help you play better. And it's really hard for me to explain anything when I'm playing Trainiac mode. So I'm going to restart this with kind of the standard pause I typically use. And the other thing is we're still going to do the gangster. And I'm going to do a slightly different configuration just to show you a different way to do it. It's going to be a similar, very similar approach, probably very boring to you because it's going to look the same in some ways, but it will be definitely different. So here, let's go. Let's just start. So we all know it's 900K, it's in Tokyo, it's one competitor. We're going to set it to very hard. We're going to do normal pause mode, realistic track. The territories are set on. That means we're going to have to work our way out into various regions and earn or buy our rights to build there. And travelers is set to on, and we'll see that functionality coming up. That's the one I was referring to that was giving me issues with the waypoints. So here we go.
Strong leadership.
Hey,
We'll still be the gangster. I'm still offended, but here we go.
Welcome to our land, stranger. Your arrival honors us. I am Iwakura Tomomi, humble servant of His Imperial Majesty. His Highness has made a wise and far-sighted decision. The Japanese Empire should follow the lead of the West and tread the path of technical progress. For this strategy to bear fruit, it will require the help of people like you, who bring the knowledge of the railways to Japan. I ask you to be our instructor in these difficult early days. I already took the freedom of making a list of tasks that we need your guidance on.
Okay, so see, I'm already more relaxed because I can sit and let him talk, and I don't feel like I'm losing my ability to get a good score. So let's see. We've got to connect 4 cities with a decent population, 40 passengers, and rice. Okay, so let's see. Are we going to buy? I went into buying mode last time. I'm trying to do something different. I definitely want to buy the sake and the. I want to. Yeah, I do. I want to buy these industries at least. So let's buy this. And let's go over here and buy this, the soy sauce factory. And if you haven't seen the first one, we've got 6 main things we need to get these cities to grow early. Rice, octopus, sake, soy sauce, soybeans, which we can't access, and logs, which we can't access. But there will be some coming over land. So is that finished? It's still auctioning. There we go. Now, we have to start in our base city of Tokyo. So we'll put a train station with signaling control, but I'm going to set it up a little bit differently this time. And we're going to go over here to Chiba first. Like so. We'll take the middle 2 tracks. Whoops. Wrong key. Okay. Connect those up like so. It's a very, very short run. It's like 10 miles or so. Especially since you have those big old switches out there that take up miles of distance. Okay, so we're going to set up a passenger and mail line between here and here. Ah, crap, and I can't use waypoints. Bless it. All right.
Excellent.
So I won't use waypoints.
Seeing how fast the locomotive rushes along the tracks.
Okay.
One day, such extraordinary machines will also be built here in Japan.
And I also want to start hauling freight because we own this and we can make some money. So let's set up a freight only line from here to here, and we'll just run it on the same tracks for now. And later on, I'll show you the design that would be quite a bit different than that. Okay. So this one can have a refrigerator car. And now let's go over to Saitama and hook it in. And again, we'll use the middle 2 tracks. Get rid of that unnecessary bridge. Set up a passenger and mail line between those 2.
Tokyo has only recently become the capital of the empire. It is good that the railway is now emphasizing its claim to be a city of modernity.
And we're going to set up a freight line to run between Chiba and Saitama. And that'll allow us to sell some more soy sauce. And then we're going to hook into Yokohama a different way, just to show you a difference. And this one in some ways is cleaner. We're going to use, Saitama's going to have some extra action. So let's just use, now let's do it the same way. We'll be consistent here. We'll come out of the middle. We're going to come down here somewhere. And we're going to get some more money first. And train station with signaling control, we'll put it like so. And we can put a tower in the middle. And we'll set up a passenger mail line between here and here. And we will set up a freight line between Yokohama and Saitama. Give it a car. Set up another one between Yokohama and Tokyo. Freight only. And set up one between Yokohama and Chiba. And then we need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the only freight we're missing is Saitama to Tokyo, but they don't have any freight they can give anybody just yet. We can fix that by putting a business in here. A weaving factory for 300 grand would be nice, but we really need to start getting these goods into our system. So we could do, what if we did, let's just do something different, just to be doing something different. Let's put a warehouse on this rice out here. What would it cost to buy it? No. We're going to buy the rice. Okay. And let's just run a line like this. Nope, let's not do that. Let's do the other end. Let's do I've got so many things I want to do. Let's run, yeah, let's do this. All right, trains, go make us some money. We've got 2 conductors. Get them on the passenger mail lines. Line like this. Line like that. Now, I think what I want to do because of the sake being down here, I want to get trains coming out of here going to that sake right away. Oh. And of course we have to turn that on, and we'll turn that on, and we'll see what else we put in there. And then we want to finish this off going the other way. Did I goof that up? No. Okay. Now this train will be able to grab, there we go, that's more like it. Grab a load of rice and take it down here. We'll get paid for the delivery, and we'll start feeding our sake brewery, which will then give us goods to haul off to these other cities. Let's replace all our locomotives. We're getting some breakdowns. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put a supply tower here. Okay, now I want to change this line and make it freight only, and I want it to go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then we want to start putting something else in there, like this. Okay, get some trains running up there doing that. Now, let's see. Now we need to start moving this stuff to these two cities. One thing we could do for now is just treat this similar to the way we did this one down here before. Run some trains out of this back to these stations here. And, I mean, we could even consider putting sake and soy sauce in here, just having all of our freight running out of that warehouse for our initial city growth. And not have the I want to do it the way we did it. I want the freight lines running between these guys. We also need a freight line now running between Saitama and Tokyo, because now this is beautiful. There's textiles here and clothing here, which is perfect. So we can go out here and get this fiber and feed that textiles, and then that's going to give us a nice a line here that makes profit. Beautiful. So I think, now where are we? We're waiting on the rice, but that won't take long. We should be having, these trains here should be carrying rice back and forth all over the place. Okay. Woo. Now one thing we don't need is that freight line running through here. That freight.
These transports took days until recently. Now it is only a matter of hours.
Okay, we've
Excellent.
got two. This one, these two are growing, of course. So why don't we think about it like this? We've got, these two are growing nicely. I want to feed these two from the warehouse, from this warehouse for now. And later on, we may come up with a totally different design. So we're going to run a line like this, freight only. And we're going to run a line like this. Freight only. And we could duplicate that line, and we could duplicate the warehouse to Tokyo line on a couple of trains. And we should be in lovely shape here to grow these cities and to, because these guys, once they get some octopus, they're going to be much happier. Oh, we need to get that cloth going. So slow down, do some research, and put a small train station down here, and plug this into our system. Run full trains from here to there. It doesn't matter. We'll call them freight only. It doesn't really matter. They're going to be freight only. Run a couple of trains. That'll start feeding that. And then what we'll need is a freight line that runs between those two cities. And that gives us all of our city-to-city freight lines, and we've got passenger mail running here, here, and here, with no waypoints, which unfortunately is important. Let's make sure our conductors are on the right ones. They have a conductor. They have a conductor. There's only 3 of these, and we've got 4 conductors right now. They have a conductor. And right now, this line, what is it? We have 1 freight line with a conductor on it. That's okay. They can just hold a place until we get another passenger train going somewhere. We could even, shoot, we could bump up our passenger traffic a little bit. Yoke, this one. Let's duplicate this one. Yeah. And let's take I think it's that guy. And here, and yes, I can hear some of you saying, boy, if you would just name your trains, you wouldn't have this problem. We can run another train there. We can run another train there. Why not? Are we making it? Tokyo, 59%. What is your problem? Okay, we've got all 4 cities growing now, so we're looking better. And we need to hustle on that task to stay on track.
As close as these cities are,
There we go.
all places in Japan must be connected.
I have to tell you,
Then we will have
I like
paved a
this
way
better.
into
This
the
is a
future.
cleaner setup. and it's more
The
versatile. I
first
can do some
railways
more
are
things
very
with it
impressive.
down the road
His
too.
Imperial Majesty is delighted by this rapid progress. You have permission to expand your ventures to the regions north of here.
Okay, connect 3 areas, 150,000 people. Look at this. And 250,000 yen from... Okay, so now we need to move out into some more areas. So just 600,000 for that one, 415 and 543. And as I've said before, we have access to the ones with the broad kind of deep white stripes, these kind of opaque look or translucent ones here that are kind of almost gray looking. We can't access those yet. So these are the 3 that we can get to next. As they said, the ones north of us. So we'll save up some money. Okay, there's a new business opportunity. Okay, there's a new business opportunity here in Saitama. We know there's a logging right there that we'll be able to access soon. We could put a logging business right here, which just makes such perfect sense. We're going to do that. We're going to put a sawmill, is what I'm trying to say, right here. And we'll put it, in here to give us room for the warehouse out here. So we've got a sawmill in there. And now we just need some money. So let's just see here. Let's close out a bond. We have population growing. Beautiful. Okay, close out both bonds, open bigger bonds. Now we've got some money to play with. And we are going to buy access to this territory. And we're going to put a station in Mito. And we're going to hook it into our system at the end here on Chiba. And let's see here. We're going to
Before
slow
your
down.
arrival in Japan, I visited the Western states with a high-ranking delegation to help become a good servant and advisor in His Imperial Majesty's efforts for a new and modern Japan.
And we'll run it like this, out of the middle, into the middle, but I think I'd like to run it out of that one to start with. Isn't that funny? Now this time, because we went through this, we don't have any slope in this at all. Now it's just a beautiful flat line. I'm not even going to touch it. It's flat. It's beautiful. Okay. Okay, and we're going to set up passenger mail line between these two. I'm not going to use waypoints. Passenger mail line going the other way. Okay. We want to get to this, more passengers. Okay, now let's see. Let's think for a moment. Want to get this hooked up as quickly as possible so that the sawmill is making money and sending goods to our other cities in the cluster. So we can let this run for a moment, and let's set this up with this logging coming into Saitama. So I want to put a warehouse. Yeah, I want to attach this warehouse to Saitama. Although, we could, we got so many options. There's so many ways to do this. Yeah, I like that idea though, just the warehouse here, and then we'll have it feed wood to the other cities. 100% utilization. But notice there's no real big delays. Okay, a warehouse with signaling control. Pop it on here. Take in logs. Let's connect it to our existing network first. Now this is a passenger and mail line in theory. We can't do waypoints. Crap. Okay, now what we can do is run a line in like that, then run a bypass like this for our freight. Well, we need the bypass for the freight. Do I want to do this? This is a lot of money we got to spend here. Okay, let's do that. Let's run a line like this. So that we have, you know what, we don't even need again, because I can't use any waypoints. Well, I'm thinking maybe it could use waypoints for the freight lines though, right? Yeah, why couldn't you do that? Okay. Well, crap. Sorry, I'm working around a defect here. Seriously, I am. I'm trying to figure out how to do this without waypoints and still control where my traffic goes so I don't get trains are in the wrong place. So I think I want to have that connection like that. And then what I want to do is take the freight line that runs between these two cities and bump it over here. And leave the passengers, hopefully they'll stay in the same one. If they don't, we'll just have to live with it. At least until the new functionality will recognize I'm trying to think. You know what? Tell you what. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just going back and forth in my head because I'm just trying to think of how do I want to do this. Okay, so if we come off of this, like so. Another one that doesn't want to work. Okay. I'm not going to bother with the bypass for now. Inventor would be nice. Uh-oh. Am I missing supply tower? I didn't put one on this side, did I? Shame on me. Okay, this is the end of a quarter. We'll take a snapshot and see how we're doing on passenger revenue. Looks like 130 last. We're almost up to 150. 183. Oh, we're doing much better.
You will see. In just a few years, the world will look at Japan with astonishment. We will have burst from our cocoon of isolation and risen like a butterfly to unimagined heights.
Okay, we've already got our 150,000 and we're closing in on the 250,000 passenger mail. And I think the one thing I would like to do here is expand that station because it is a pass-through for some of the activity. Well, they kind of, this one is too, isn't it? How busy is it? Oh, it's not as busy. Okay. What do we want to do next? Oh. We have our soy sauce business, and they need soybeans, and there's soybeans right out here. So what we can do, and actually all the cities take soybeans. So what we can do, our next step is going to be to put a warehouse here and run soybeans into it for Chiba, and then ship those soybeans out to the rest of the world. Do I want to do that? Let's see, where are we? Yeah, we're in great shape on timing right this minute, so I think we can afford to do this. I think we can afford to take a moment, put a warehouse here with signaling control, attach it to Chiba, tell it to take in soybeans, and we'll max it, and then we can run soybeans from over here into that warehouse. Now, Chief Engineer, look the other way while I do this. Man, we really do need that bypass. I'll come back. I have an idea. I'll come back to that. What would this cost us? Yeah. Okay, we're going to take this station and plug it into 1, 2, 3. Let's do that socket right there. 300,000. I think we can do better with a bridge. $154, $112. Definitely much better. And I'm just going to tie that off and leave these things open in case I want to go out for other things. Ah, shoot. now we want to, well, we want to get a few, get some soybeans in here into this warehouse, and then we want to start shipping them off to our other 3 cities in the cluster. We're coming up September. Let's see how we're doing on our quarterly revenue. Now, we didn't hit it. We know that. 226. We're almost there. Now, Chiba is going to consume that stuff at a pretty good pace here. Let's let one more get in there, and then we'll start sending some stuff off. Okay, good. All right, let's set up a train from this warehouse to Yokohama. And from here to Saitama. And from here to Tokyo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Now, let's get another region. And let's get another passenger line going. And here, I really would like to have a 2-city cluster with a pass-through warehouse. And I want to have the passenger line separate to it. So let's do warehouse with signaling control. Put it right here.
Much of what I have seen in Europe and America should serve as a model for our state, especially the railway.
Slow down. Now we need a station out here. Okay. Now the first thing we're going to do with this one is we're going to save these 2 for the pass-through. And we're going to use this side right here to go right by that station and right into Utsunomiya. More passengers. And as I recall, the next thing we want to get over here and get a good, oh, we want these. We want these down here. We want this, which is more ticket prices. And we want this so that we can get to this, which is more ticket prices. Okay. Okay, so this little system right here is going to run like so. Passenger mail line. One. Run some trains. Okay, so now we've got a passenger mail line. We can come back and set up our pass-through warehouse, get all our stuff hooked in there. I just wanted to put that down to tell where to put this track. Okay. And what's the best thing we could do right now? We really could use repairs, I think. But we do have, oh boy, you know what? We have to hit either this quarter or next quarter to stay on track with our tasks here, to stay on track for a perfect score. So let's get this region next. It's 543. Let's just save up for that and then connect it into our system like here to here, and that'll give us another passenger mail line. It's getting expensive to repair or replace these trains, so we're going to have to fix that too. Okay, that one bond will get us enough money to do what we need to do, which is this right here. Put in a train station signaling control over here. And are we going to do a pass-through? Nah, I think we'll just run... I kind of want it to go under this. I want this line under this because I'm seeing this going over here to that warehouse eventually. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens the end of March here. Hopefully we'll hit our number.
The troubled
All
memories
right,
of
we
journeys
did.
past
Good deal.
dissolve in the steam of your locomotives and set the stage for a wave of enthusiasm.
Oh, we blew it away.
The steel
Good
snake
deal.
that meanders through the hills and valleys has grown rapidly. Rumour has it, it devours all the places it touches. But that is just the superstition of the farmers. It is time to connect the two economic centres, Tokyo and Kyoto. Get to work.
Okay, first thing we're going to do is replace all of our passenger and mail lines with the Sterling and make more money on them. Slow this down and think a bit. Okay, let's stop right here for our restart of episode 1. Ooh, connection bonus, lovely. I like this much better. It is much cleaner looking, and I don't know about you. My sense is it's making more money. I would have to go back and compare, but I like this setup much better. I like the cleanliness here. This these lines are so flippin' short that this bypass is actually a little bit clumsy. But I have another idea for something to do there. We'll fix all that up. So I think we're looking pretty good. Did we get lines going off here? Yeah, we did. We could probably double those up at some point. But we're looking better. We're growing these towns a little bit. Look at this, 78,000 for Saitama. And we could start putting in my favorite building. Tokyo isn't growing much. Okay, they're all near growth, so we can come back and pump this up, improve the industries, improve the flow of goods in there, and just keep developing this four-city cluster as sort of our economic foundation. And yeah, we'll take that up in the next episode. But I'm very happy with this. I really like this. And I got to tell you, I do enjoy playing more not on Trainiac for the videos. Trainiac is fine for just playing, but for making videos, I like it like this. So hope you enjoyed that one. I enjoyed playing this one, and hope you'll join us for the second one. Or part 2, I guess I should say. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire video. Thank you.